Mr. Zeppo presents the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo's almost daily variety gaming live stream show extravaganza. Extravaganza not shown on graphic card. Welcome, friends. This live stream will be starting very soon. Welcome to the Zeppoverse. Help us grow the community, trying to reach the ostentatious and overly ambitious goal of 4,420 followers on Twitch, YouTube, and all the other platforms combined, or one of the platforms individually, whichever comes first, between now and Thanksgiving weekend. I give thanks to all of you who've already followed. Please do follow that smash button and join us for an adventure. Also, shout out to Hulkman1973, just joined Squad Teamwork inside of Modern Warfare 2. We're going to be taking a look at that in just a hot second. Please give me one moment to finalize my preparations and we will get into the game. Talk about Squad Teamwork, talk about some upcoming announcements that will be dropping at the exclusive Guild Members podcast and recruitment platform over on Sprecher.com, known as the Guild Radio Briefings podcast. Squad Teamwork's Command Center. That's right, folks. Squad Teamwork, one of the fastest growing in-game squad guild communities for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. And don't forget, Call of Duty Mobile. We are in open recruitment. Hello, friends, and welcome. I am your host, the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo, and this is the Almost Daily Variety Gaming live stream show extravaganza. And today, for this quick episode, we're just going to be talking about open recruitment season for Squad Teamwork, specifically inside of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but also for Call of Duty Mobile, as well as a variety of other games in which members can help me establish Call of Duty active chapters, including games like PUBG over on Xbox, PUBG Mobile on mobile devices, etc., etc. You get the picture. If there's a game that we want to invade, we're going to find it, we're going to recruit officers, and we're going to establish a chapter. That's the goal. So, exciting things, friends, right now, at this hot second, as of this moment. This is a live view into my Xbox, into my Call of Duty account. And as you can see, the Squad Teamwork page is available to look at. We've been growing like nobody's business. There are now 57 members. So at any given time, you're going to find some people online you can team up with. Right now, randomly, on this Saturday, March 4th at 11:32 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we've got 7 members of Squad Teamwork online inside of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So if you're new to the game and you're looking for a relaxed and groovy squad team-up guild group to join, please be patient. Please send me a friend request. I am Mr. Zeppo inside of the game. On the Xbox dashboard search thingy, I am Mr. Zeppo 420. If you want to direct add me at a Xbox level, that's dope too. You especially want to do that if you're out there, if you're already a member, one of the 57 members of Squad Teamwork who wants to step up and volunteer to be an officer to represent the squad leading certain activities. For example, when it comes to resurgence runs, right now, our founding officer, Gnome Tough, our co-founding, sorry, I forgot the co. He and I and Enemy Team, his twin brother, founded the group. Although we founded the in-game chapter here in Modern Warfare 2. Squad Teamwork has actually been around for a couple of years now in other games. So here we are, Gnome Tough TTV. If you're looking to do a resurgence run and you're like, I don't really know about Ashika Island, I haven't really done it yet or whatever, Gnome Tough TTV. Look for him. He's active almost daily. And he loves, and is pretty darn good at resurgence runs with various techniques. And he's also chill. He's not super bossy. He will stand up for his opinions, etc. So let him know that Mr. Zeppo sent you over there to join his resurgence runs. Now, I bring that up because that's an example, right? Like Gnome Tough TTV really loves resurgence runs, is getting better at them every day, and wants to help others get better at them. That's what we're looking for in our officers. Enemy Team is also an officer, but I haven't had a chance to talk to him about what kind of run event he wants to organize, or if he is, or he just wants to be a general officer. You could be a general officer and just be a relaxed and groovy representative for Squad Teamwork in all of your public-facing matches. And you know, all we ask is that you humbly, kindly, without being too pushy or too spammy, invite the relaxed and groovy, awesome players that you meet to consider joining our group. Now, it's a little challenging right now, friends, as you probably know. The in-game social dashboard sometimes is really fidgety or broken. Plenty of people know about the Party and Friends gimmicks. It's not gimmicks, glitches or bugs. Those are been openly reported about and discussed both officially by Activision sources and others in the industry, you know, doing game journalism. But something I haven't seen yet is any discussion anywhere. And of course, I haven't tried that hard. But in terms of the stuff that has crossed my desk about Call of Duty, and mind you, I've got, you know, feelers everywhere because I'm super into this game. I haven't seen anything about the bug regarding the group's system, because the whole system it works, but only when it works, and then it's gone. And I can't understand what that's about. But anyways, it appears to be available now. At least it is for me in my game session. I humbly encourage all active current squad team members to just keep this in the back of their heads and keep an eye out for the group. I am at some point, one of these days, maybe this weekend, going to take the time to send everyone in the group a direct message in game. If I can do that. I might not be able to do that. The game might not let me send everyone a whisper, but or an email or whatever you want to call it in the game. But I'm trying to do that. Just a little thank you note. Thank you for joining Squad Teamwork. Please be sure to keep an eye out for the group tab function when it's working. Be sure to drop into the group and check out what's going on. For example, I've updated the description. That's where I want to put the forward public-facing, oh, new members are joining, they want to see what it's about. I'm going to try to update that every time that I have access to this dashboard for the group system. So every time you notice the group, just be sure you check it out, see what's going on. I'll try to keep up to date on stuff, the most, you know, urgent or top level updates. For example, right now it says new episodes of the Squad Teamwork Member Guild podcast are dropping tomorrow. That's right, folks. I'm going to be producing some episodes today and dropping them tomorrow, which may mean I'm going to be like sort of not in game very much, but it all depends on how things work out. But I humbly invite all active current members and any interested prospective recruits to go check out the first 3 episodes. You can find them on my link hub, the collection of all the Zeppoverse related platforms or you know, public displays of Zeppo content. And that page is really easy to remember, solo.to/Mr. Zeppo. So if you're interested in becoming a member, especially if you're interested in becoming an officer, because this channel, this podcast is going to be the efficient, effective way for me as the founding guildmaster to distribute to all officers my thoughts, questions, concerns about what's going on a, say, weekly basis. I'm going to keep the episodes short and tight. What I like about the idea, and you guys tell me if it works, is that as a podcast, it's something you can kind of listen to in the background and check out, when you're not busy or when you're multitasking. Put it on when you're doing house chores. Put it on when you're going for a jog. And if you're not going out and exercising a little bit every day, gamers, that's my public service announcement for you right now today. 15 minutes of activity is infinitely better for you and your health than 0 minutes of activity and sitting on your lazy bum all day playing video games. I love sitting on my lazy bum all day playing video games, so don't. I'm in the wrong screen. I meant to be over here. I just noticed. We were in the desktop portal of death, portal of infinite portaling. Okay, so squad teamwork, that's the page. It's available in the thing. Everything I just said is still applicable, even though we were looking at the wrong stuff. Let me go set up what I meant to be showing you over here in the portal of tunnel of desktop viewing. You're wondering, okay, he's doing a podcast? What? If you go to solo.to/Mr. Zeppo, it'll look like this. Hold on, let me set it up. Uno momento, per favore. We're almost there. Okay, there we go. Let's go to solo. Oh, my machine is being laggy AF. Come on. Here we go. Solo.to/Mr. Zeppo, no period, just MRZEPPO. Okay, let's come back over here and we'll take a look at that. Hold on, I've set it up. So this group, the one we're looking at right now, inside of the game, is sometimes sketchy and hard to find. But please do keep an eye out for it, just as like a sort of background thing. When you first log in, just check out your socials tab. To find it, you open your settings, you push your settings button. That's the little hamburger, 3 lines. We call it a hamburger because it looks like one, kind of. Can you see it? No. But it's right there next to the X. I know, being a nerd, but some people, oops, over here, there it is. It's this button that you can't see because my light isn't on. Then go to social, and then right button over to groups. Sometimes it'll look like this. When it looks like this, because you already a member, then be sure to check out the newest update in the description. Make sure to invite people to the group that you have partied up with or been in a squad with or just had a good time chatting with. Invite them to the group, even if they already belong to other squads. This is more of a guild for teaming up, more of a guild situation. So multi-squad affiliation is totally welcome. Unless, of course, we have declared ourselves rivals in ranked or something, but that's a whole nother nonsense. That's a whole nother level. We're not quite there yet. But yeah, multi-squad affiliation is totally welcome here at Guild Squad Teamwork, because it's about, it's not about being rivals. It's about helping each other get better at the game and finding relaxed and groovy players that want to play the game with a semi-professional attitude. And we'll stand up for each other when the toxic hater trolls start screaming and berating anyone in a match. Because if they can get away with being total raging trollmongers, then we can confront that with like peace, love, and grooviness, baby. Call me a crazy old hippie, but I believe in that shit. And let me go main cam full right here. Boom. One of the silent objectives of squad teamwork is to be a positive pushing back movement or a positive reaction force to some of the out of control toxicity. Okay? Now, what brings people to be that verbally abusive inside of a game? Ego. Past historical emotional trauma. Anger management issues. And just plain old, self-orientation. We can confront that by, instead of going low, like if we stoop to, and this is just my philosophy, right? But we're trying to create a guild, a squad where teamwork is the focus, and sharing positivity to counterbalance all of that toxicity is sort of like a backseat. It's a subtle thing. I'm trying not to be too pushy about it, but I do want people to realize that it is fundamental to the culture of our guild. To that end, please do communicate with me directly if there's ever any interpersonal static between members. Somebody gets into a little verbal dust up, please report it to me or one of our officers who will then share that story to me. Officers, are you paying attention? Because I would want to try to help arbitrate. But if someone is particularly out of hand and is just in flagrant violation of the established cultural norms and most primarily the code of conduct that we share with the game itself, because we're, as I have already explained in a previous podcast episode, Squad Teamwork does indeed operate with like the Call of Duty code of conduct as part of its own cultural code of conduct. So be sure to check that out. There's a really simple, great episode that explains all that. Over here, let's take a look at, okay, wait, why does this not look the way I want it to? Oh, because I've got this up and not the website. That's why. It should now look like you're looking at this. And I wish I had another machine to check that. So if you go to solo.to/Mr. Zeppo, you'll find my typical welcome to the Zeppoverse loading screen, a little bio about me. I am the founding guild master of Squad Teamwork, a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 community, host of the talk radio style audio blog podcast show, The Almost Daily Zencast, which is listened to in 25 countries around the world, and author of the yet-to-be-completed Zeppoverse collection of books. So I welcome you here, and this right here is the link for Squad Teamwork Guild members. The rest of this y'all can check out if you want, dear Squad Teamwork, but it's more about my interrelated content creation per platform stuff, where I'm writing about the Zeppoverse, which is, of course, a fan fiction love letter to all the things I love. Movies, sci-fi, action, adventure, video games, etc. Okay, so if you click on through right here to Squad Teamwork Guild Command Center Audio Podcast, you'll jump right on over here to this page. Wait, hold on. Let's actually click on through. Okay, so this is the landing page if you look me up as the user on Sprecher. If you go sprecher.com/user/Mr. Zeppo, you will see the two podcasts. The Almost Daily Zencast, which has been around for like 6.5 years, and Squad Teamwork Guild Command Center Radio Briefings Podcast. I've got an issue with long-winded titles, multi-worded titles. But anyways, come on through, click on through. We've got 3 episodes right now. Episode 000, the Welcome to the Guild episode, the Code of Conduct briefing, and of course, programming notes and a call for suggestions. All of which are relatively short, and of course, if the guild community wants me to try to make them even tighter, even faster, even shorter, I will, in future episodes, try to keep them under the current average duration of like 25 minutes. Okay, so like I said, this will be a simple, passive way for the guild, for the community of Squad Teamwork to stay coordinated. The upcoming episodes that I'll be dropping, probably tomorrow or late tonight, depending on how things work out, are about our upcoming events ideas. The ideas that we're working on for like running events, and a call to suggestions. Like, please give us your suggestions of what kind of fun, wacky, organized guild activities that we can do inside of game. For example, if that idea seems foreign to you, let me give you an example. And this is from when I ran the largest SimCity guild, one of the fastest growing guilds at the time for SimCity, because there were actually several, believe it or not. We might have inspired it, the movement. There was like 1 or 2 little groups of like, less than a dozen people. But I launched SimNation, and it ballooned into thousands and thousands of people and spread to other SimCity knockoff games like City Skylines, etc., etc. And what we would do there is we would organize events like, let's all show up in this particular SimCity online server and play this particular game mode, and all of us with our guild tags in our names, etc., represent and try to get on the leaderboard, right? So translate that to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. We're going to be running events. Our long-term goal is to establish a minimum of one But hey, if we get enough players that are worth it, then multiple ranked ready teams. We want to get squad teamwork to represent. Maybe we need to change our name so it's more guildy, more of a guild teamwork perhaps. But that's for later date. So that's the long-term goal. But in the near future, for example, we might do. Well, right now we're already proving that Gnome Tough is, he's sort of setting the example by running Resurgence squad events all the time. We're going to try to organize more events and try to get some. Oh, it's funny how the Mini Royale Trios has a totally different and more animated background outside of the plane. It's funny that there's slightly different ones. Oh, I get it. There's only 2 folks there, and here it's full quads, and then here it's just the 3 of them. Anyways, so GNOME Tough TTTV runs our default Resurgence Squad event. So anytime you want to try your hand at Resurgence quads, hit up GNOME Tough. And if he's overbooked, and it's got too many people on his squad right then, we'll try to find officers to run additional Resurgence runs. We essentially want to recruit officers that can do, that want to sign up to be like, you know what, I'll just do variety runs over here. In addition to what GNOME Tough is doing, I'll handle Resurgence duos and trios. Or whatever, We need an officer for Battle Royale. Old school. Obviously, solos don't really need a squad event system. But, for duos and trios and quads, let's say you want to step up and be the officer that says, I'll run those. And then we can discuss about how that works. So hit me up. Another example, one of the events I want to organize is like, let's do a 3rd-person invasion. Let's get as many 4-person squads from our pool of members of squad teamwork to all rally and dive into 3rd-person mosh pit for, let's say we schedule it for a week from now. It's Friday, right? So next Friday, we're going to rally as many squad teamwork members to set aside whatever they normally would play in game to join us for a massive mosh pit invasion, right? Just deploy as many different groups. And one of the things we might do is set up, usually you get into squads of 4 people, I believe, in 3rd-person mosh pit. So maybe what we'll do is set up teams of 2. And then it's like, go in, autofill the rest of your squad, and then talk about squad teamwork as a, passively, casually, relaxed and groovy fashion. And then if you have a good time with some people on a nice run, maybe you do a couple of different matches with them and they seem to be, relaxed and groovy and get it. Oh, I'm already over here somewhere else. I really should have switched the camera scene. Let's head back over here. We turned on the portal of infinity. Boom. Okay, so right there's the 3rd-person mosh pit. That's the kind of events thing, right? Let's say you haven't run infected and someone and another officer and I've decided that next Wednesday there's going to be an infected, special event. We're going to do a infected special event run. So again, we're going to rally as many people to jump into, different lobbies in groups of 2 or 3, so that the autofill function brings to us other people. And we'll, obviously want to pair everybody off in like similar progression levels of prestige or whatnot. So if like, we want to team up players that are under level 100 together versus players that are 300 and above, you know what I'm saying? But then we would jump into games like, let's do a gun game event. And we would focus on that for at least 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, however long, whatever the, community consensus is. And of course, we would be doing that. We'd want to do that with all these different modes of play because there's so many cool things. Like one of the things I really want to do, because I'm super uninformed, I'm totally a noob, I want to do all the co-op missions and I haven't even touched them. I've never launched them once. And I want to organize a special group. So I'm calling out to members of Squad Teamwork. How many of you are super like, hey, I love co-op missions. I'm super down to run them and help new people. I've already done them a bunch of dozens of times. Okay, let's talk. Shoot me an in-game whisper or find me and add me on the Xbox dashboard system and then shoot me a direct message there. Those work really great because I have the Xbox app on my phone. So like we can chat even if I'm busy multitasking or not on the Xbox. And that's great for coordinating events. If you're interested in organizing these kinds of events, whether it's the cooperative specialty events or you want to, get people into ranked play, if you're really addicted to Invasion or you really want to find some people that are committed to hardcore, etc. And that counts for either all three of the core game modes with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, DMZ 2.0, Warzone 2.0, right? So there's tiers of officership, and I explained them in a podcast episode. So those of you interested, please do contact me. Enough of that. Friends, we will return shortly. This was an executive briefing episode. Please forgive me for keeping it so specific, but at least it was short. Hey, thanks to you viewers. I see that we've got one viewer out in YouTube, which is great. I'm going to take a station break. We will be back in just a bit. I'm actually going to be switching up modes. Where is the main camera? Boom. I'm going to be coming back with some Call of Duty mobile action because I really want to make sure I don't miss out on grinding up in there. And I want to make the same sort of, I want to check in on the very active Call of Duty mobile chapter of Squad Teamwork. It's been around there since I started playing Call of Duty Mobile and qualified to launch my own guild. So all of the same ideas that I just discussed regarding Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0, DMZ 2.0 applies to Call of Duty Mobile. If you are already a member of the guild and you're interested in becoming officially an officer, drop me an in-game message. Let me know. If you've got ideas for events, etc., let's discuss. And so all members are humbly encouraged to visit the podcast platform and listen to the episodes. Please do catch up with the last three so you're ready for the upcoming announcement episodes. You're already kind of up to speed. Thank you so much for that engagement. By the way, and I'll talk about this in depth in a future episode, but listening to the podcast does indeed generate monetization revenue. And I'm not pretending that it doesn't, and I'm not trying to pull a fast one on anybody. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to create a small, pot of money, in-game COD points money for the squad, for officers, and for outstanding, hyper-achieving members. That's going to be a long-haul stretch. I'll be as transparent as humanly possible about that. So be sure to check things out. Support the clan, support Squad Teamwork, listen to the podcast, and do it while you're commuting to work or on a bike ride or out for a jog with your friends or whatever, Hitting the golf course this weekend, plop in those ear pods and listen to the updates. Are you about to sit down for a serious game session, but you're not quite ready yet and you want to know what the latest news is? Drop in, see what the newest episodes, that's how it's going to work. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. I said we were taking a quick break. I've got to have breakfast, get my blood sugar up, and then we'll be back with some Call of Duty mobile action. And then for the rest of the afternoon, it's going to be a first impression series session. There's a bunch of games that have been coming out lately, and I've been super fixated on Call of Duty and trying to boost the activity and the growth of Squad Teamwork that I've been sort of sacrificing doing some of my other specialty segments for the variety live stream. So that's what we'll be doing today. We're going to be mixing things up. So apologies to anyone that really wanted to play with me in Call of Duty. I will be, in fact, I might even, no, I have to try and keep my grind on. I'm already well ahead on the Battle Pass on Xbox Call of Duty. So it's the Call of Duty mobile Battle Pass that I need to get some grinding on to make it worth it. Otherwise, I shouldn't be bothering to spend the CP to get them, right? Okay, so that's the kind of thing I want to do. That's why the podcast for the guild is monetized. I want to be able to have a little bit of separate income, from the other efforts that I'm doing with the podcast so that I can be, ooh, new group member, rock on. I just got a notification inside the game. Yay, thank you for joining. Oh, someone just joined my party and I'm about to bail. I am so sorry, brah. Oh, hang on. Now I've got to talk to him. I'm literally just about to leave. I hate it when that happens. Hold on, let's go inside. Oh, left my party. Okay, bye. Good. That's cool. Because I've got to do this. Okay, so sorry about that. But join. Anyways, I've said everything I got to say. We will be back in just a bit with all the things that I talked about. And we will be, I will be recording and dropping new squad teamwork guild organization committee radio briefings over on Sprecher.com throughout this weekend. I think I maybe will drop 2 episodes, 3 at the max. And I'm going to struggle bus really hard to keep them even shorter than the ones that already exist. All right, friends, thank you for watching. Please support the Zeppoverse by following Mr. Zeppo on all social media. Until next time, peace out.